Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our second meeting of the Legislative Committee, C11. Obviously, we have lots of information that we received today. We have to go through as much as we can, go through the witness list. I'm also going to suggest at some point that we talk about a work plan, how we want to manage that, if we want to come up with the work plan or if we want to hand that off to the clerk and the analysts to put that together for us over the break week. So that's the process that we will go through today. So again, welcome, and we'll be starting this off, I believe, with witnesses. So open it up for discussion. Mr. Angus.
Thank you. I'm looking at the list from the various, from each three parties. Have we had a chance to see if there's any overlap, just to make it more straightforward, that some of them may be on at least one or two other lists? It might make our job a little easier if any of that has been done.
So yeah, very quick overview, and there are some overlap, and if we have the opportunity, the analysts and will make sure that there is no overlap through that process.
Okay, that's good to know. I think one of the outstanding issues in terms of fairness is that we did have a number of witnesses who did not appear in the previous round who had requested to speak, who are on our list. So I think it's fair to move those forward and say that since they weren't allowed to speak the last time, weren't able to speak, that we move them up, and then we look at the new names as we see fit based on the issues that are coming forward.
Great. Thank you, Mr. Angus. Any other discussion on witnesses? Mr. Del Mastro.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before we get into actual discussion on and specifically naming witnesses, we have to, I think, recognize as a committee that these are simply invitations. And I am personally of a belief, and this was the practice in the previous committee as well, that the invitations went out to potential witnesses prior to those names being circulated publicly, and we publicly circulated the names of the people that were in fact going to attend. I'd move before the discussion on witnesses that we move in camera and we have that discussion as a committee, and then authorize the clerk to send those invitations out to everyone that committee sees.
All right, Mr. Del Mastro, you're moving that this committee move to in camera. There's no debate on that motion, so we will then need to call the vote. So all those in favor of moving in camera? Opposed? It is carried. So we will give everyone a few minutes to clear the room. So we will suspend for a couple of minutes.